Hello everyone, and welcome to the College of DuPage Library's instructional videos. This video today is on Google tips, how to use Google better in order to find information that will help your projects, your research projects. I'm going to give you two tips today, and I'm going to show you other places where you might find other information. Okay, so just to get started, what if we were interested in renewable energy and its cost effectiveness? We would just type that in the search box like this and get our results. And when we get these results, you'll notice as we're looking around that we get 44 million hits. Now, as we go scroll through the results, we might see some things that are useful, but in many cases, I notice that people stop going on to the next few pages as they're looking for information. So how we're going to fix that? A couple of things we can do. As you might remember in other videos that I've discussed, Google also uses Boolean logic to kind of create searches. Now, Google has algorithms and other types of criteria for rating and sorting and listing the results. But foundationally, I think a Boolean search is happening. So if I don't put any words in here and I just say renewable energy and cost effectiveness, Google is essentially doing an and search. Renewable and energy and cost effectiveness. How do I fix that? Well, essentially, there's a couple things that we can do. The first thing is that you want to do is quote your phrases. I highly recommend you do this in almost any search tool that you're using, whether that's a database, a catalog, or in this case, a search engine like Google. Here you can see that I've told the Google box that this is not 4 words, but in fact 2 phrases. And we'll see what our results do. So you'll notice the results here that I've actually shaved off about 42 million hits. And if you go through the results a little bit, you'll notice that the cost effectiveness of renewable energy is really what many of these things are about, right? You can see through a lot. If we go on to page 4, we'll also notice that in fact, that's what many of these things are about. So one of the things we have to remember is that using phrase searching actually makes our results far more efficient, far more relevant to the topic at hand. And that will actually allow us to go past page 1 or 2 for results. You can see how these are still useful. Maybe I'll go to 7. So as Google knows what in fact you're looking for, that you're looking for the phrases renewable energy and cost effectiveness, that it can actually help you find them, but not just looking for these 4 different words, renewable and energy and cost and effectiveness is not as helpful. Use phrase searching to make that happen. Another tool that we can use as we're doing searches is we can use the phrase site code or the code site code. Here I can tell Google that I only want it to look for .edu websites. What it will do, you'll notice 48,000, and they only come from higher education websites. And that can be particularly helpful too as you're looking around. You could do gov with this, you can do org, you can use com.com, whatever it might be. And so here we have .gov. The other thing you can do with Sitecolon is actually search through an entire website. So if I wanted the Google box to search for these 2 phrases only at the Department of Energy, I could tell it, look for only renewable energy as a phrase, cost effectiveness as a phrase at the energy.gov website. And there we have it, 3,600 hits. And you'll notice that these all are coming from energy.gov. That's a Google search. 44 million is kind of cute, but not really that helpful. 3,600 I find to be far more useful, and I'll help you get at actual information that you can use for your research projects. If you have any more questions about using Google, there is a place that you can go, and that is called Google Guide. Here you'll find a Google Guide, and you can find a number of different um, tools that kind of give you some information about other quick tips and codes that you can use to make yourself a better Google searcher.
And finally, remember, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always contact me here in the library, your professor, or the library in general. It's important as college students that you remember asking questions is your primary tool of inquiry. Be curious about your topic. Enjoy this. I know this is a difficult time, but we are in fact here to help.